I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the home team. Kick off. Here's Ryan Stonehouse. And away we go from Oakland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Get a 20. Spin on.
Here's Dark Plays Hunter getting his first look on the ground. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. David Ojabo making that tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Caught quick right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They get 6 and a first down as well.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Ready. Stop.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line. We get a break in the action as trainers come out for an injured player. It's Devontae Adams who's shaken up after that one. Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Alert! 53, ready! Set!
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Now that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set. 180.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and long now for Stafford. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Stafford gonna go on forward. He finds Adams, complete. And they're gonna hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. First carry now for Kyron Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. Ravens get him. Down he goes. Offense up to the line fast.
Almost 3 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, LA. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Yo.
Jackson looking to throw right away. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route complete. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He's across midfield into Rams territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
2nd down, looking for options. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Now a give right side to Mitchell. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9 and puts him in goal to go. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mitchell again. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Ravens finish up their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Set. 180. Stop.
The drive starts with a carry by Hunter. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Sanford. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Looking quickly here. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to attain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Rams are set to punt. Tylan Wallace on the return for the Ravens. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Jackson. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. Into the red zone. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Vegas. The Ravens just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford. All the time in the world. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Finds Adams downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still has some space inside the 35. Keeps himself upright. And they take this in for the score. The Rams can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Kyron Williams, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens take the lead on the first play of the drive.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Stafford. He beams one deep right side. In the double coverage. Ooh, there, the interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you know a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, here's Lamar. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, then you enter a switch from getting...
Now Hayden Jackson loses the ball. But I think the Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Jackson on third down. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. The Rams have Tutu Atwell deep to return. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Rams take over first down 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. Try right side. It's Hunter. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards through the 9. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Connecting on the slant. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for Rams. First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Rams.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. Space past the 35. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Giving this to Hunter. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
side. On third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Trying for it with Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On first down, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Mitchell gets it from the gun, and he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Lamar now from the gun. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Quarterback receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers, those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Completed to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Report! 13.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hit it out right. He calls his own number again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. Made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Rams take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
Kate, more than any play in the game, I promise you, that's one they're going to say, I'd like to have that. Defense totally on fumes, on the ropes. And what a great opportunity to choose how to attack that last little bit of yardage. And man, did they choose poorly.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Money left. It's Hunter. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Stafford from the gun. Nakua here, he's got it. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
In motion left is Atwell. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They take the handoff now. Stafford flushed out of the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. That's him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Going for it, it's Williams. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
A gain of a yard.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Escapes the pocket. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Quick slant, taken in by Nakua. And they are going to have first and goal when we begin our fourth quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
Set. Waiting.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to his safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Up on the doorstep, second and goal from inside the 1.
Hey! Blue 60! Stop!
Look to run with Williams. And he gets in, touchdown! The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stafford's going to throw for it. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Rams have some new life in the fourth. All right, so for the time being, we stay in a 1-possession game, Brock, but they were trying to make it a 2-score game with that 2-point conversion.
Could feel it. Killer mentality on that sideline. They wanted to put this game away. And if they're getting that aggressive right there, no doubt, this defense wants to play with the same aggression. Buckle up offense.
Oh, he lost it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. And he will take it back for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams down by only 2 in the fourth. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. The unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits his running back. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mitchell up the middle. And also right there, just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
At the 33-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
First down. Here's Lamar. Will Slime puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach third down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. Their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Hey, Alpha, Salon! Hey, Salon!
The left side is napped by Bateman. Touchdown, Vegas! The Ravens push this to an 8-point game. Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens push the lead to 2 scores now.
Rams 26.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Gronk. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10.
And Matt Blue 60.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. That's completed right side. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Rams first down.
32.
A gain of 27 on the play.
22.
And the Rams first down.
Stafford now on first down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Lining up now to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead down to just 2.
Rams 33.
So just before the 2-minute warning, they're going to try to get it back with this onside kick.
possession, they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. There it is. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Ravens go up by 8 at the end. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it. Because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Now Stafford to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
80, big 20, 32.
Looking to throw it. That finds Adams downfield. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Now Stafford again. Trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he expected him to go up and get that or not, Kate, or if that was the only spot he felt like he could deliver it safely. This guy's got the goods to bring those types of throws in. Not this time.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
And middle, blue 60.
Nakua, the receiver, in motion right. Stafford's going to throw once more. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Stafford and the Rams getting set to try for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ready.
He'll look to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone. The conversion is good. They're back within a single point here in the 4th. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. but there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Bateman hauls it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Ooh, awful close to that line of gain. Stop though, made it to 46, 3rd down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Here's Lamar on the sneak. That's a 1st down for the Ravens, partner. That should all but do it here.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you've got a tough QB, wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So they take a knee here, and they say perfect on the season. Another victory added on to their streak. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Oakland.